How to stop people bullying you. According to Reddit, number 15. Before you do anything physical to anyone else, ride out the storm for the next 7 to 10 days. In that time, make it a priority to practice 2 specific things: direct eye contact and posture. Boy, this is probably a great time to inject that I do not advise anything on this list here. I guess specifically because some people may suggest something terrible. Of course, I'll interject, but this is not a one-size-fits-all thing here. I guess these are just suggestions. So we're going to go ahead and roll through the advice here. This person suggests writing it out for 7 to 10 days, and in that time, making it a priority to practice 2 specific things: direct eye contact and posture. Go home, look at yourself in the mirror, right in the eyes. Doesn't this seem kind of victim blamey? Like you're asking for it. I'm kidding. Spend as much time locking eyes with yourself as you can. And while you do this, think of things that make you feel strong and tough. See if you notice the changes that make you, change your facial expression during these times. Do this every day. See if you can make it 5 minutes, and then see if you can make it 10. Meanwhile, practice great posture. Look online for tips. See how Marines stand. Oh my God, bro. What do you want people to just puff out their chest and look all big? Like you're not fighting a bear, my dude. Oh my God. This just goes on and on. Next, and this will be the hardest part, you need to lock eyes with the guy. Listen. Ooh, I need to shut up and try not to interject so hard. It's like this person thinks that they understand why everyone bullies. Oh, if you look them in the eye, they'll stop. What are you talking about? It'll be a challenge, but you need to stick it out. Remember, by this point, you will have a lot more practice than he has had. Most people can't maintain eye contact for more than a few seconds. You will have worked on keeping it for at least 5 minutes. What, with yourself in the mirror? This may have been the laugh that I was looking for, because it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. Oh man. I wish that I could become a bully as like an act to train people how not to react to bullies, because I don't know why anyone would think this approach would work. I'm so sorry. We're only 1 in. And of course, I'm just like, what are you talking about? Look, you'll have worked on staring a person in the eyeballs with yourself in the mirror by this point, so you'll have tons of practice. Think of those things that make you feel strong and tough. Make him back down using your superior will, control, and intelligence. What kind of anime does this guy think real life is, boy? Hello to everybody in the stream chat. True Silver Wolf football fan Linda, FC Nader Pandaren, and Spit to Dragon. I can't recommend this to anybody, and I'm not going to continue to just subject anybody willing to listen to the brain damage that is this entry. I started a little bit low, but I was interested in this topic in a big way, specifically because I wanted to see what people had written. So number 13 is extremely short and to the point. It says, apply fist directly to the face. Repeat until the bullying stops. Oh my God. The Kyle channel does not condone acts of violence, but as I've said plenty of times in the past, I do condone acts of self-defense. If anybody has lost their mind enough to put their hands on you, if you can try to get out of the scenario without, it coming to something physical, do your best. You know what I mean? But if somebody has lost themselves enough to put their hands on you, show them what the hell they're looking for. Break them off a piece. If you're worried that they have a weapon and that they'll go crazy, by all means, use your better judgment, use your wits, and backpedal out of that situation as best you can. Open your mouth and scream, make some noise, get some eyes on you, get some cameras on you, you know what I'm talking about? But But people have balls, people have eyes, people have lips, people have ears. You know what I mean? You have teeth, you have nails, you have legs with which to kick. I am not here to teach anybody on how to aggressively get wild on somebody. Do you get what I'm saying? But you are not defenseless. You are not inferior. No, regardless of how you are made to feel reduced, you are capable, especially of neutralizing the giant bag of water and flesh that is a baby, a sinewy, exposed little human form. You're not fighting a rhino or some sort of like hippo hide motherfucker, even if they're fat, my dude. If they're a dude, they got dangly bits on the outside. You know, fingers up the nose. You know what I'm talking about? Carry some literal sand in your pocket if you want to go full Dale Gribble. Don't just let somebody run up on you like that. You're worth more. You're worth more. And yeah, maybe it'll come with a little bit of what I would call some serious consequences after the fact, but it's better than just letting somebody think that they can get away with fucking you up. That's how you end up bullied for any significant amount of time, is by making it apparent to your bully that they can get away with this shit. Don't let them get away with it. Don't let them get away with it. Whether it's a parent, whether it's some fuckboy at school, whether it's a coworker, do not let them get away with it. That's when you get bullied, is when you make it clear that you will tolerate and accept being prey. So, I'm sorry to have spoiled the perfect way to stop people bullying you, but my man here is kind of on the right track. I'm not saying you need to get violent with it, but I am saying you need to make it so that it's clear you're not going to stand for it. Whether that's by taking the things that they're doing and exposing them, putting them out there, you know, record them bullying you and then put it out there and say, hey, this is what they're doing. This is what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Simple as that. Sorry that I can't get the light over here. It is what it is. Y'all have seen my face on other ones. I mean, some of you guys are new, so that's sexy, you know, good for you. You did it. I had to put a face to the voice watching an old video. Zyloran says, honestly, the list should just stop after that. Violence is always the answer. No, not always. Sometimes there are other ways, you know? Number 12 on this one, okay? Oh boy, let me just resituate myself. God damn. Okay. From the day I started school until the 30th day of my freshman year, I was bullied. Common things like name-calling, pushing, spitting. For the longest time, I did the right thing, and I took my complaints to the principal or the counselor. We would have a nice sit-down where the bully was told not to do it again. He would promise that he wouldn't. He would shake hands to show that there were no hard feelings, and he would start it up in 5 minutes after leaving the office. Well, midway through my 7th grade year, my family decided to move across the state. We were moving in a month. The bully stepped up his game. After 3 days of almost constant harassment, I decided, man, fuck this shit. And full-on berserker rage. This is just what it says. And full-on berserker rage on him. Okay. I did not punch him. I clawed him. I don't remember much of the fight. I remember jumping at him, several minutes of darkness. This dude blacked out. And then being physically picked up off of the dude by the school security guard. I got in school suspension for fighting, and I was not bothered for the rest of my time at that school. A month later, I moved away, and at the new school, I was the new kid. As such, most people just left me alone. At the new school, I was the new kid. Did you just started reading the same thing again? Did you just started reading? Me started yesterday. Eventually, the bullies decided to test me out. At first, I did the right thing again. I ignored them. That got me most of the way through my 8th grade year. That's when I snapped again. I was sitting in the schoolyard leaning up against the football goalpost when a jock came up and kicked the book I was reading away. I got up to get my book and he tried to push me down. When I was fully standing, he tried to grab my shoulder to push me down again, and I grabbed his hand, spun it around as fast as I could. I just wanted to throw him to the side so that I could get my book. What actually happened was I used the momentum to throw him head first into the goalpost. He was knocked out, and I was suspended for a week. The administrators knew that he was a troublemaker, and some adults saw the altercation, so I wasn't charged with assault. At this point, I had realized that the only person who would watch out for me was me. Next year was my freshman year of high school. And in my English class in 9th grade, I was seated in front of a junior who had to retake the class again. He had heard what happened to the jock last year and thought that he could do better. He kept putting things down the back of my shirt. The teacher was the football coach, so he didn't do anything. He didn't even teach. 1 month into the school year, the jock put a wet tissue down my shirt. So in one motion, I spun around in my chair and punched his face as hard as I could. He fell out of his desk and hit his head on the desk next to him. I think he needed stitches. I was suspended again, but he never bothered me again. Boy, it's terrible that this is kind of the way that it goes, you know? If you want to not get effed in the mouth, you know what I'm talking about? Unless you want some of that giggledy wiggledy, you better stand up for yourself. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Why is B Rich talking about how bad he is with technology? What are you talking about? You guys shouldn't be able to see Dia's feet that clearly, not without a light. Oh no. I don't even know where to put this stupid thing. I mean, you're always going to be the feet stream. That's what y'all want. Y'all got a real problem in here, you know? All I ever do is try to make it so that this is, did she cover up her feet? Good, nice. She got you guys. Ooh, she got y'all. And now you know. All you had to do is enjoy in silence. This girl covered her feet up. Not for free is what she says with that. You guys know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Berber. Boy, do I look like purplish in this weird light. Whatever. So we continue up this list. We arriving. We surviving. At number 11. Buy a video camera and record it. Record you telling the principal, then sue the school for as much money as they can write a check for. You know, this is funny to me because, whoa, adjusting myself, my seating position, baby. Oh, all right. So, this is funny because this was from 7 years ago. So this was before everybody might have had camera phones, you know, in significant enough quality to just be able to record or capture everything. Holy hell, you know, and that's crazy, unfortunately, but people gonna learn one day or another. Seraphin Bear says in 2013, well, yes, 2020 minus 7 would be 2013. There you go. Your math is sound. We're proud of you, you know? We're proud of you. What's illuminating over there, I wonder? Maybe Dia's TV screen is all like bright because it's like a little bit illuminated over there, you know? I'm sorry I don't have like some sort of, you know, puppet or something to fuck around with. I do have a phone. Does that count? You guys wanna see it? You guys wanna see? Wait, it went off. You wanna see a phone? Yeah, look at that. Wow. See? I should put the light on the phone until I Number 10. Post a bully's picture here on Reddit, and the good people here will make a meme out of him and spread it all over the internet. Nah, man, you know how much people would pay for... See, 7 years ago, maybe people didn't understand how much money there was in, you know, in getting yourself out there as a meme. You would be doing this dude a favor. Oh, no. Was 7 years ago really so long ago? Let's see what some of the top memes in 2013 may have been. 2013 memes. Advice animal memes were big in 2013. Why you know memes. The top 10 best memes of 2013. Oh my god. Ew, what am I looking at? That was like, you want, oh my god, you paywalling me as soon as I click the damn thing. Okay. 13 of the best memes of 2013. Can you not? Okay. Every page is the same, where they'll put one entry and then ask you to click the next page, so it's basically like you just refreshing the could I get a please God, let this work. Please God. Why do you watch Food Network? It doesn't make your cooking any better. Why do you watch porn? Get the fuck out. Wife 1, husband 0. Memes were this bad only 7 years ago? Because I'm pretty sure I remember them being a little bit better than this. What can I go to that's going to give me good results? All of these websites are aids. So let me go ahead and look at images and see if it can help me out. Is it really just pictures?
Mail incoming.
What was that? YNK, my man says mail incoming? Was that what it said? My man? Oh, I like the way that looked. It looked like lightning struck when I clicked the window. It was like, I opened up like 17 tabs just my bad. All right. Thank you, YNK. Is that what he really said? That mail was bing bong? And damn, YNK, you're a hero. I'm trying to figure out so this is the year that this picture went viral of Beyonce, and she was trying to make sure that it got off the internet. That's what I'm talking about. I like that kind of stuff. I like it in a big way. Just like I like YNK for being heroic with a donation that is of the cursed variety. I'm trying to get everything situated the way that it's normally situated. Damn, bitch, what you trying to say to me? The screen was going nuts. Do you hear that, Dia?
What?
You gotta hear it. It's like, oh man. I think it's one of my computer's fans. I don't like the way that sounds.
Could it be the one in the living room?
It sounds too... You could be right. You could be right, and the microphone's sensitivity is so loud that it's picking it up like the fans in here. Do I usually have the door open?
No.
Well, even if I do have the door open, I don't normally have the fan on because I was in the other room on the treadmill. Ain't that a bitch? Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that. I was terrified that one of my computer fans got super loud. That would have been scary as fuck for me, for reasons that, you know, are irrelevant and childish. I'm sorry for taking... Ooh, my God. I hate advice animal memes so much. I have that whole page blocked on Reddit, but I can't tell you how many things I hate. That got big because of that specific page. I just don't believe it. Stop it. Get it out of my face and let me see something. So Doge came from 2013. Where Anything Intensifies was from 2013. The Harlem Shake was from 2013. Okay. You Had One Job from 2013. Does she really do this in a movie? It's like the first time I'm seeing this gif. I'm the worst. It's like the first time I'm seeing this gif. A Blank Square? That is so 2013. Remixing Attack on Titan? Is that how old we are, Dia? Is that how old we are? When did Attack on Titan come out? In April 2013. Well, okay. Attack on Titan is 7 years old. That's okay. I thought I was way older than that. Look, we going back to the list. I want you to know how to not get bullied, bro. That's relevant. Okay? So as we travel to number 8 on this list. Wow. Cyberpunk was revealed in 2013. You're very correct. I just sang a song to that last night. When you watch that video for me, I want you to think about the fact that Dia was sitting next to me. A woman was in the room while I was singing a song by candlelight to a video game, to the box art of a video game. I saw a meme today and it really had me laughing. It was of a dude like starting up Cyberpunk and just crying, but it was like an edit from a movie. Number 8. Listen, friend, it's a horrible thing being bullied. You want to try that again? Listen, friend, it's a horrible thing being bullied. It happened to me really bad when I was younger. I had no front teeth for 3 years. Long story. Holy shit. It sent me into depression. I had to have help for several years before I was good again. And no, bullying is not okay. I'm like repositioning this in the hopes that it will be better for me. No, bullying is not okay, and it never will be. However, it partially has made me who I am today, and I proudly serve in the U.S. Armed Forces. I have friends, I'm in great shape, and I love my life. All that... You hear that? Was that a helicopter? All this stuff aside, if this guy is making it clear that he has no intention of stopping, then you should buckle down and carry on. Some cards dealt to you in life are terrible and it really isn't fair, but you and I both know that you have the strength to overcome this and be a better person because of it. Can you imagine a military man saying this to somebody when they're being bullied? Just buckle down and take it. What kind of bullshit is that, homie? That is not good advice. Take this misplaced energy, these bad vibes, this angst, sadness, depression, and whatever you are feeling, and turn it towards something that you can do to improve yourself. That's a big yikes. Rin. I'm going to say something that I want people to hear. When people are attacking other people, they usually select somebody in the way that they feel they can definitely test the boundaries of. You know, some people really just try to do something sometimes that they think, you know, they'll be able to get away with. They don't do it unless they think they can get away with it. So they try a little bit more next time, try a little bit more. Where initially they were taking an inch, they're now taking a mile. They do this because, much like a drug, sometimes it becomes a little bit harder to get that fucking thrill, to get that fucking dopamine hit, that rush, you know? I'm punching a bitch in the face and it's like, ooh, I'm not supposed to be doing that shit. It feels so good. You know what I mean? Next time I punch a bitch in the face, it's like, doesn't feel this good this time. Maybe I punch him 3 more times. Yeah, bitch. That's what it tastes like. I'm not like this. I'm just saying, you know, I'm a very talented artist when it comes to this kind of stuff. My point is, some people, if they are not stopped, they will continue on until it's crossing a line that they can't go back from. So to summarize what the fuck I'm saying, some people do reach a point where they're beating people within an inch of their life. They reach a point where they're taking people's lives because nobody stopped them when they had the opportunity to stop their ass. So to hear from some dude in the military talking about you just gotta knuckle down and carry on, bitch, some people won't make it if they allow their abusers to just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. Because some abusers go too far. They don't know what they're doing. We're not even talking about people on drugs or abusing alcohol to the point where they're like blackout and they're just going through the motions. You know what I'm talking about? You ever been at a stoplight and then you kind of snap back to reality and think to yourself, "Oh shit, son, I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't even paying attention to me driving on this road, but I stopped at a stoplight." You know why? Your brain is mechanically used to the routine of seeing yourself bathed in this green light and knowing that you can go, and bathed in a yellow or amber, depending on who you're talking to, or red light and knowing that you should stop. You are mechanically stuck in this fucking routine. So if you're used to beating a motherfucker up, maybe you get drunk one day, maybe you get high one day, maybe you're just a little bit angrier today than you normally would be, and you're just gonna mechanically be going through the routine, and before you know it, you've gone too far. I'm not talking about you specifically as an abuser. I'm saying some of these people, dude, they're so used to doing what they do that if nobody stops them, shit, it's just gonna get worse. One day they're gonna do it with the wrong person that they haven't been getting away with it up until this point, and they're gonna, they'll be like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" I just think it's crazy. I'm very sorry to hear it. I'm very sorry to see it, but it kind of cuts me deep. When some of these people out here are like, yeah, boy, just take it. You aren't in the military right now. You don't have to take what they're hitting you with, my dude. Number 7 says sleep with his mother. I mean, sometimes that's kind of like being bullied more. If you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about. They said they wanted to stop the bullying, not enhance the bullying to the next stage. You know what I mean? Sleep with the mom and vomit for the rest of my life and never want to have sex again. Ew. Now I understand why he's lashing out at the world. This entry should say, take one look at his mother, and walk a mile in his shoes. PACM 1990 says, Kyle, what's up? What's up, PAC? What it do, cuz? Or things like that people say. Is that typical? I think I need about $3.50. What's $3.50? $3.50. Tree. I'm not supposed to play that. Not unless I get $3.50, but I played it for I paid it for. Sorry. I just scratched myself with my fucking finger. And I like when I do stuff like this, normally Dia goes, "Oh, you're just so strong, you don't know your strength," but it feels like the nail is like jagged, like it needs to be filed, but I didn't cut it on anything, so why the hell is this one random portion of my nail? I'm bullying myself. Someone help me. Someone help Kyle stop bullying himself. Someone help me stop bullying myself. Dia, stop. Help me stop hitting myself and hating myself. You fucking loser. Okay, that's enough. Wow, I really smudged up my glasses. I apologize. Give me a second. Man.
You're too pretty to be upset.
How dare you say that? Okay. You know that I used to be a model. A PP model, Dia. Would you let me PP model again? Yeah, and Dia knows Kyle has a unique PP too. So what were you thinking? Who's interested in that? Dia, everything has an audience, okay? Everything, whether it's curled and hooked like a hook PP, Dia, and bulbous and has like wings that spread. You know what I mean? You guys seen PPs with wings? My penis doesn't need Red Bull, Dia. You don't like that? I thought I'd get her with that one. Am I losing my touch? Dia, do you remember an ad campaign that said the touch, the feel of cotton? The fabric of our lives? No? Mm-mm. You're too young for that. What's the commercial campaign you remember fondly? Fondly, not fondling.
I don't remember too many, unfortunately.
You don't have a lot of commercial campaigns you remember. That's how young Dia is, guys. That she doesn't have commercials that she remembers and they're constantly going off in her head. You know what I mean? That's when you know you're old, when you're old enough to remember television, and television has dumb commercial campaigns that are in your, I want my baby back, Chili's, baby back ribs. I want my baby Chili's, baby back ribs. You just minding your own business in the kitchen, talking about only head mattress, giant, ooh, ah. Dia, what about, I have a long-term settlement, but I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. I get bullied by those. I get bullied by very well engineered commercial campaigns with a really dumb, obnoxious, God. FREE, that spells free, Dia. Creditreport.com, baby. Oh my God. Number 5. I'm sorry that you're being bullied. I was bullied in college and it sucked. I actually had to stab someone before it stopped. But don't stab him. You stabbed him and it stopped. What are you telling people not to do what you did and it worked? The Kyle channel does not condone the act of stabbing or violence, as I keep saying. But self-defense is something different, boy. Self-defense is not exactly violence, man. You know? It's kind of necessary in some... Man. D. Magma said, one ad that always sticks out to me is the Chef Boyardee commercial where the can flies off the shelf and goes to a kid's house to be consumed. There was a commercial, Dia, where a can is like straight up rolling, like on the way to somebody's house. It's like, guess what? If you don't want me here, I will go where I am needed. You know, that was a meme before the meme, my people, my planet needs me, Dia. That should have been what happened. The can just like shot through the roof. Boop. Sick of this shit. You got me in a cabinet? You got me in a what? I'm out this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, is that a can? An aluminum can? What's in that can? It's Chef Boyardee, man. I don't think you should eat that, man. That shit rolled over here. You for real? I'm gonna eat it, man. It's the best. And I look at the camera. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry that you're being bullied, okay? I was bullied in college and it sucked, and I actually had to stab somebody before it stopped. Don't stab him. There are 2 axioms that might apply to this situation. Dia, when somebody tells you how to stop getting bullied and they use a term like axiom, you know that they got bullied, Dia. You're a fucking douche, Kyle, alright? Dia, did you get bullied? You did? I'm sorry, Dia, but you have the biggest titties in the world, so you win. You're a pretty little girl, and you could be Mexican or Native American. You have the complexion in between a white and a black person. You're just everything. People should be jealous. Also, you have nice, pretty feet. Can most girls say that, Dia? I'm going to unveil those Dia feet. I was trying to unveil the Dia feet. Where are they?
Sitting differently.
That's okay. Damn, be rich. I appreciate that. A nice spicy super chat. Why does my face look so purpley in this light? But you know what? It's because the light is off, and it's probably situated for when I'm not changing a damn thing, because if I fuck it up now, we'll be all right. Adam Wells says, does Kyle have a foot fetish? No, but I'm hyper aware of the types of things that most people like. So to say that she has pretty feet, it's just like, it's icing on the cake, bro. Don't think that I don't watch some people watch chick streamers and go, bro, I got this freeze frame of her feet. And I'm like, what the fuck? She was like sitting on a chair in a way, and then and her feet were there. And these people were like, oh, yes, I finally found it. Be Rich, thank you for that contribution. You're a hero. You're a scholar, a saint. You've gone above and beyond, You may be the one who is rich, but you have helped me be rich, be wealthy in you. Do you see what I did there, Dia? Because his name is Be Rich. You know what I be? Nimble. You know what else I be? Quick. I be nimble and I be quick, Dia. What else I do? You don't know what I do?
Hi.
Hi, super screw. That's a hell of a donation, my man. Hi. Okay, thank you. I'm trying not to let y'all make me smile like a bitch. Okay, but I do appreciate that. Dia, I be nimble, I be quick. What else do I do?
You play video games really good?
Do you not know that rhyme?
No.
Dia is so young. Be Rich says I am a woman. Damn. So now we should call her B Cups Rich, in that she's rich in boobs. See what I mean? Lady jokes. Why does Linda love Dia? She's amused by the fact that she doesn't know that Kyle should be jumping over the candy stick. Candlestick? Don't. It's a good thing nobody can clip anything on this website. Yeah, it's jumping over the candlestick. Dia's never seen a TV commercial in her life. Y'all are going to think that I'm just, capturing middle school girls. What the hell is that? It's a CD player. A what? What does CD stand for? Is that like a new TikTok? Can I invest in that? Invest? Do you have stocks? No. Why you say I jump over the console stick? Because I don't have a PlayStation 5? You guys are rubbing that in right now? We're on a list of how to stop bullying people. I'll flip you people like an omelet, okay? And you're in here dissing me? I can't believe it. Yes, Dia knows about VCRs, but there are times on a daily basis where I go, hey, have you heard of this thing? And she goes, what, did you just make that up? Let's continue this entry. He who lands the most punches wins. He who brings the most paperwork wins. If you spontaneously hit him back, you could get into trouble. If your school has a cop, you could get into serious trouble. You can get around this with a mountain of documentation. When he is near you, use your cell phone to record what he says to you. Send those recordings to the school principal. Also keep some for you, of course. Every time he does something to you, write it down and send a copy to the principal. After a couple of weeks, you will have documented evidence that he is a bully. Once you have that, the school may punish you, but you will have enough ammunition to fight any serious punishment in the way of suspension or expulsion. And you may even be able to sue the school if they come at you too hard. After you get your paper shield, you can remove him. Yes, erase the bitch. Is he bigger than you? If so, wait until he is sitting in a school desk. Then hit him in the nose as hard as you can. Yeah, man, with a textbook. The Kyle channel does not condone violence. This is all fictional, maybe. If you have a month or two and money to spare, I recommend taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazil. Cha-cha-cha-cha. It's great, fun, and you will meet people who will respect you for who you are. Learn how to kill people with your bare hands. You don't have to be stronger or tougher to start. It may be worth considering. A transfer to another school. Guys, come on. Y'all getting wild. Transferring to another school. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, yes. There's nothing like evidence, bro. And this is how the police do shit. You understand? Sometimes the police are aware that people are offending in the way of the law. They are aware that people are committing crimes. But what they do is they let that mountain of evidence develop. They don't stop these people. Sometimes they let them habitually fuck up, and sometimes they even want to catch them in the act, my dude, because that shit is irrefutable. If it gets to court, it'll look like, this dude's just a criminal. Look how many times we caught him. Look how many times he was recorded doing this, Yes, you want evidence against this bastard, but I'm not of the camp or the, category of people that are just like, yeah, let this dude habitually foul on you like that, like it's fine. You guys are very squishy, one wrong fall, one wrong move, anything could happen. Things could get ugly, things could get effed. and it's not worth it. So I do hope that people come to the conclusion that they decide, hey, enough is enough. You know, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to defend yourself at some point. And it's really fucked up because when I see some of these situations, I can't help but feel that there isn't a man in the household. And I know that sounds cringy, the implication that, oh, if there were a man, then he would just, he would just tell this kid to be violent. I'm not saying that. You know, I'm just saying that a lot of the new dudes that we see these days, man, that are neutered, that are very similar, identical almost, that would self-identify as like a feminist and be inoffensive, you know? I want to be the type of guy where women are worried about the type of thing that comes out of my mouth, you know? Not because I'm a bastard, do you know what I mean? But because I'm not so predictable. Is that the word I'm looking for? Where you know that I'm not going to say anything bad or you know what I mean? If I have a son, I don't want that son to be the type of dude that thinks that people should just be punching him in the back of the head and that's his cross to carry. That's his burden to shoulder. No, people shouldn't be doing that kind of shit to you. Make them regret it. Am I saying, oh, if this dude keeps stealing your lunch, you should put poison in the lunch or something? No, I'm not saying go that far. What I'm saying is you got to stand up for yourself, boy. You got to stand up for yourself. You deserve to, what do I say? You deserve to be treated like a human being. What's up, Neil? Seemed like you got really quiet. Is everybody okay? I'm too valuable to be a bastard? I think anybody can be a bastard. At least in the context that I mean it, which is like, you son of a bitch. What'd you just say? I said them titties, do they wobble and shake like the earth making quakes? What? Sorry. That is not how I talk to women. I'm just saying, you know, taking jujitsu and all kind of stuff. It may be worth considering a transfer to a different school. If the adults know and they don't do anything, you are stuck. I don't think so. So you know what I can say, guys? Damn, did it get like brighter or darker? What's with you, camera? It seemed like it got even darker. How did that happen? Whatever. My point is, what, like I'm just so black that I'm consuming the whole camera now. What happened to the world? Hey Dia, if I had a superhero name, do you think it would be racial? Do you think I'd be more like Spawn or more like a Venom?
Spawn?
Like what?
Spawn, what's Spawn?
What Spawn?
Mm-hmm.
Dia doesn't know who Spawn is. We found another one. We got another one. We got her. We got the Dia, boy. Dia?
Mm-hmm.
Spawn is a character. Oh, does Bradley not know who Spawn is either? You guys don't know Spawn? You know, isn't Spawn Marvel now? I'm not sure. Y'all don't know Spawn. D Magma says he doesn't know Spawn either. I'm almost ready to turn this into a Spawn stream, so I better shut the fuck up. Simple. I better shut up. I better shut up before I start, you know, potentially being perceived as bullying you guys. I don't want to do that. I love you to death. Michael Jai White. Ow, 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 ow. D Magma says I own the novel, but I haven't touched it. Yeah, HBO Spawn was amazing, man. I mean, I wonder when that aired because it feels about as old as 90s X-Men. And I remember Aeon Flux was on. When did HBO Spawn... Habo. When did HBO Spawn air? 1997! Jesus Christ, that's over 20 years ago. I definitely understand why Dia has no idea what it is. When did the animated Aeon Flux air? You're telling me the animated Aeon Flux was 91. Ooh, anybody who remembers this shit is not going to be happy with these numbers. Dia, doesn't that make this neatly about 30 years old?
I believe so, yeah.
Holy hell. Well, let's continue this list here. Was Aeon Flux a bad movie? I don't remember. Was Aeon Flux a bad movie? I think it was just forgettable. Was that with Angelina Jolie? It was Charlize Theron. And boy, was it too scary to be sexy. But the comedy is, by today's standards, it's probably the sexiest thing in the world. Because, like, if I were to take you back to some of the shit she was wearing, of course, on the HBO fucking thing, which would rated mature because you show a scantily clad woman and it's the end of the world. But, these days they'd have to make it a man or something. Only men can be sexy these days. Whatever. Wait a minute. You know what movie I remember? It was a movie with Christian Bale and it had gun fu in it. Is it called Equilibrium? Yes, it is, Dia. We should watch Equilibrium. I liked that movie. It wasn't amazing, but it was exactly what it needed to be. That may be something to get high to. How delightful an idea. Let's do that. Let's get high and do that movie. Hey, Bradley, why you gotta say it was bland? What, Aeon Flux? Yeah, most definitely. At least Equilibrium was fun. It was corny, too. I'd like to see them remake Equilibrium. Tell Christian Bale to make Equilibrium again. Come on. I don't care if it's a sequel or a reboot. Do it. Adam Wells says, too scary to be sexy. Sounds like the twins in Hellraiser. No, not scary to be sexy. Too scared to be sexy. Movies these days aren't daring to be sexy because, of course, they'll be accused of objectifying women. So only the men can be sexy, or maybe a trans man to woman. I don't know. I don't know who's allowed to be sexy in movies these days. Number 3 says, no, don't do that. You'll give me an erection. What a great way to well, that works with man on man bullying, you know? You could always yell gay stuff. I know you want to touch me, but not in public. Not like this. No, Daddy. Yelling gay shit when you're being bullied. Stop saying gay things. You told me to do this in the text messages. Do we not want to cyber anymore? Are you not going to flash me at 3 a.m? Are you not sending me any more you up text messages? I thought we were lovers. Are we still meeting in the locker room after school? Oh my God. Enough, Kyle. You have 2 more entries and then you're finally done. You're free. People can live their lives. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you've had a happy day after Thanksgiving Day with Kyle Day. Okay, number 2. You know, I had this problem on the bus when I was about 13 years old. I came to the conclusion that I would rather take the chance and stand up. What am I looking at? I'd rather take the chance and stand up for myself. Good. I spent about a week preparing to get my ass kicked by this kid. I imagine the odds were against me, but the small chance to have glory was worth it. The final straw was him making fun of a brush that fell out of my backpack. What the fuck? I just snap. Oh no, I didn't just snap. I knew it was time. I ran to the seat where this kid was, and before he could stand up, I started throwing fists as fast and as hard as I could, like a barrage of fists, Dia. And I landed 5 or 6 good shots to the face. Before I knew it, it was all over, and the driver stopped the bus. Of course I got in trouble and was suspended from the bus for 3 days. When I came back from suspension, the kid tried to be my friend. Wow, you've earned his respect. It was one of the scariest things that I had ever done, but I was glad that I did it. These are getting really funny because the truth of the matter is you have to stand up to a bully in one way or another. Does that mean always getting violent? Not specifically, but it does mean that you got to do something. You have got to do something. Says that you want to be starting something. You got to be starting something. Is there something I can do that can make you happy? You're like in your own world over there, but you're super quiet, which isn't normally like you.
Sorry, I just finished like a big portion of the story.
You just finished a big portion of the story. Does that mean that you're a little bit emotional?
Yeah.
You're emotional, Dia?
Yeah. Like,
Oh my god, Dia's over there crying because she played Genshin Impact. She's so cute. You should have been doing this on stream then, Dia. How emotional did it get you?
like I teared up.
You teared up. Oh my god. She's over there crying. Look at these dazzling teeth. You can be this stream is sponsored by, I'm sorry. It's not really dazzling teeth. It's just the contrast between the blackest man. I have to come true. I have to be real with you all. I have powers. I have the power to manifest the darkness around me. There's nothing wrong with the camera. It's just who I am.
It sounds like the beginning of the Halloween special of The Simpsons.
I am now consumed in the darkness. Oh, wash over me, darkness. Okay. Stupid, man. That's why I don't put myself on camera, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm so foolish. I couldn't get anywhere. And this is what I'm like when I haven't had anything. like a baby looking at his feet. It's really a shame. I really have reached a point where I can make myself laugh, which is good, because if not, I'd be a moiter. I'd be out there getting that fucking money one way or another, you understand, kid? You're out here running these PlayStation 5s, taking away the ability for people to get what they need. I'll give you what you need, and I'll bury you 6 feet under the ground. Is that what you want, kid? Kid, you want to be pushing up the daisies? You want to be feeding the fish? You're going to be sleeping with the fish, and I'm going to be using these PS5s to build me a raft to take me out as far into that lake as I can, where I'll bury pieces of you. Not all of you. They might find you. They might be able to figure out who you are, but we're shaving your fucking fingertips off. We're cutting out your teeth. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking the teeth out. I'm cutting them out. It's more interesting to me. Kyle, you better stop. These characters get a little bit real. And then everybody gets mad at you on the internet. Other people can joke, but you can't joke. Sounds too real. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna build a raft out of PlayStation 5s and float out to the middle of a lake where I'm gonna bury pieces of somebody's body that I cut up. They know what they did. They deserved it. Dia. It's a joke, okay? I'm sorry that you're emotional. I'm really sorry that I couldn't join you in your journey.
I can join you in yours, though.
But I'm not gonna cry like you're crying. And that's the part. That's the best part. You think you'd cry again?
Probably.
No, it's not that great. Nobody dies, Dia. So why is it emotional?
It was what you actually get to experience with a particular character, and like it was just such a big build-up.
Okay, let me say this. Dia and I have been watching My Hero Academia. And as a guy that's watched Dragon Ball Z back in the day, that's been through Naruto, that's been through a lot of experiences, especially with shonen anime, where it just drags on for ages and ages, and the arcs are never ending, and you expect everybody to effectively be a Team Rocket type villain, where they just get away, and we'll have to see them again. They'll just get away, and we'll have to see them again. You know what I fucking love? You know what I fucking love about My Hero Academia? It seems as if things actually happen. The pace. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no filler. It just has things happening. They knock shit out of the park. In the beginning, some things are hokey and hacky and over the top. They're exaggerated even for certain animes. But by the second season, when they're doing their tournament arc and they're flying right into this whole scenario in an alley because one, let's not spoil the show for people who haven't seen it, but one person who is, let's call him a little bit fucked over because of something that happened to a relative of his whole mind isn't right. And that's exactly the kind of like smart motivation for the breaking of a character, and all of his motives and all of his ideals is like he just suffers a damn near psychotic break where he's like, man, fuck all of this. I'm gonna go, whether it's rational or not. And I'm going to get the revenge that I'm looking for, whether I'm ready to even, stand a chance, But he goes out there. His dudes back him up. I'm at a part now where, All Might, he broke somebody off a little bit, a piece of something. And now All Might's effectively done as All Might. That's all I'm saying. But I'm telling you, it's a roller coaster for me. It's making me feel things, which means that the execution of the anime is incredible. Those emotional swells, those ramps, those dips, they work for me in a big way, but I'm loving it. Like loving it, right? And at the end, I can't help but feel like a little bitch, like a little fangirl, because I'm like, oh my God, we got to watch something else. Because I know for a fact that Dia is kind of just like, yeah, it's all right. It's good. Pretty good. And I'm like, Dia, but I love this show. And then I'm just recording a list, and I'm going, why isn't this girl chatty and talkative? And then I go, is it the game? And she's like, yeah, the game. Dia, I like All Might certainly more than Deku. Jesus Christ!
Sorry,
up until this.
It really seems like I've ruined the show for you.
You're not ruining the show for me, Dia. You have to be on the same page as me, okay? The same page as this. Wouldn't you say that you're explosively into Child's Play, the Chucky movies? Mm-hmm. If you and I watched 2 of those movies, and I was like, it's okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then we watched 2 more of the movies, and even though you're loving it, I was basically just like, oh, this is really, it's, oh my God. It's all right, but it's not for me. You know what I mean? Even if you loved the Child's Play movies and where they were going, would you still want to keep making me watch it?
Of course not.
Of course not. That's where I'm coming from, Dia. I'm not demanding that you enjoy it on the level that I enjoy it. I just feel like a punk bitch for liking it as much as I do when you're just like, man, this is okay. So I do want us to jump into some other stuff. Dia and I did finish Samurai Champloo. That was way better the second time. I never finished it the first time, even though I knew the ending and everything. I just didn't properly get through it. Sean Watson says, hey, slappers. You slap this, Sean Watson. You slap it. Slap it on some toast. Maybe that's what he was doing. Damn.
Slap it on some toast.
This guy knows better than I do. He knows when to come and when to slap it. Seraphin Bear says, for My Hero Academia, I'm all caught up in the anime series and the manga. Damn, you got it going on, boy. On Hulu has ruined the introduction of a new character by slapping him on the fucking banner. Do you get what I'm saying? So the whole time that I'm watching the show, I'm just like, who is this kid and how does he come in? And now that we've reached the point where All Might has effectively, stopped doing that, I'm like, bro, I didn't know that it was a one thing. Sean, are you for real with Inuyasha? The only dudes, when I was growing up, the only people who were into Inuyasha were guys trying to get girls. Because girls are crazy about Inuyasha. But as I've said in the past, the structure of that anime sucks my balls because it seems like there's only one episode type where things happen. The other episode type is when they flash back to Kikyo when she arrowed Inuyasha to the tree, and it's like, bro, that we remember, we're watching the show, we know that happened. Why you keep showing us the same fucking thing? And then the other type of episode is when Kagome goes back to modern time. And it's like, this is the least interesting portion of this show. I don't care about Kagome and Hojo and whatever fucking losers are at her school. You know, you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. You want this to be like you want it to be like a high school anime at the same time. It's killing me on the inside. I think one of the funniest things I ever heard was like the dad telling the people at school that Kagome had some kind of like STD or something weird like that as a reason why she wasn't at school all the time. Sean says, I like the romance struggles. You mean the wannabe triangle between dead girl Kikyo, the priestess, and Kagome? Please. I'm Inuyasha. I love Moroku. I heard he died. Is that true? Or did the voiceover artist died? Something like that. That sucks. I'm sorry. I will say it like this. Inuyasha is part of the reason that I'm as traumatized as I was. You know, growing up watching DBZ, watching One Piece, and watching a show just take entirely too long to get anywhere. So that when I do play through or watch My Hero Academia, it's like incredibly wonderful to see something not really waste your time and actually, you know, hit those beats and figure things out, you know? And I think that the show is an exemplary demonstration on how to effectively execute, I want to say, characters that with the least amount of development can evoke emotion in your audience. Because I'm crazy about Yayorozu because I just like that she was this big titty little girl who effectively could almost manifest anything. That's a really specific quirk. She could pull anything out of her body as long as she understood the makeup. So that's a really cool, almost like S-tier character as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? But when they put her in the tournament and without I want to say ruining or spoiling anything for anybody who wants to watch My Hero Academia, it was wonderful to see, you know, the reality of how she was going to perform in that fight. You know, I loved it to death. And I also didn't care about Uraraka, which is the girl that could float shit, but by the end of it, I did care. And I did feel. And that's fucked. But it's effective because up until then, these people didn't have too much development. But, you know, they hit me in a way where I was like, wow, you know, I do feel for these people. And not even in like I can identify with that type of way, but just like you know, I see where it's coming from. I see the reality of this. It kind of makes sense in that I accept it. There are some things that you watch and some things that you ingest where it's like, it's really hard for you to suspend disbelief because there's no way shit would go like this in the real world. In My Hero, sometimes it seems like some of these people were just a bad match for some of these other people. So it wasn't just like oh, we stand a fighting chance. It was like you're fucked. You know what I mean? You stood no chance. Damn, Dia, you out there stroking knees? Rub that knee again. Oh, what? The screen went dark. No, damn. Mood lighting took the screen right dark. It's okay. About to get some knee rubbing action back there, but you know, I'm trying to give you guys what you want. You deserve, you know. I love you. Linda says, Ma says hi. Hello to all of you. I can't believe you guys let me you know, wax anime for a hot minute. That is not cool. That is not cool. You know, we're talking about a list of not getting bullied, and you triggered me into some kind of nerd discussion. Nerd! My Hero Academia! D, I'm glad you enjoyed the end of Genshin Impact, and that is awesome to me because it means that there is a story there that has the capacity to make people emotional. Remember I told you I got super emotional at the end of Spider-Man? Mm-hmm. That game fucking slaps, Dia. I'd love to play it with you on stream to see if it has the same impact the way that Genshin had an impact, Dia? No? Never mind. As we continue this list, we arrive finally at number 1. Start a rumor that he propositioned you for sex. Oh my god. Then become violent when you turn him down. Oh my god. Every time he bullies you, just give the old head nod to those that you told the rumor to. He'll get wind of it and he'll be furious, but he won't do anything about it for fear of falsely confirming the rumor. He'll drop out of school, fall into drugs. He'll be arrested a few times for domestic violence before taking his life in a manic depressive episode, leaving behind a divorced single mother and 3 estranged children. I have nothing to contribute to this glorious entry. Dia, do you remember this one Family Guy gag that I told you that I loved? You know?
The Star Wars one?
No, man. It was this one where, like, Peter... Yes! 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 This is my life, Dia. This is my life. I can't share it with you guys, obviously. You understand? But I'm gonna put it into the Discord so that you guys can see it. Because I can't pretend that I'm not in love with this. So you know that it's really good, baby. I don't think this is the one I'm thinking about. Ew. Whatever I was looking at was lame. Okay? And it bums me out. It's a really specific fucking gag. Man. No, I don't even want to ruin it by, showing you what the hell I'm looking for. How was your guys' day? Did everything make sense? Did anything get you as emotional as Genshin Impact? Okay, it was for a commercial. I'm almost there.
I'm in.
Okay, excellent balls. Guys, if you know me, I've been paying attention to Marvel's Avengers and I'm loving every second of it not doing well because they know what they need to do to get better, but they're not going to do it, so it's super funny. Sean Watson says, Sailor Moon and Tenchi Muyo were impressionable for me as a young lad. Yeah, that stuff was on TV. Yes, it was. Tenchi Muyo, I remember they were running Tenchi in Tokyo. They had everything on Toonami for a little bit. That was just exceptional. A lot of Tenchi Muyo. That was a lot of people's first harem, anime. Xylorn says, Wisdom Tooth got me wanting to yank the fucker out of my head. Oh my god. When it comes to yanking, that's not what you should be worried about, is teeth. I'm sorry. Seraphin Bear says, I made cupcakes from scratch. Was a tad disappointed by the outcome. You'll learn from your mistakes and do better next time, so at least you have this experience to mold you to be the icing on your next cupcakes if you don't have a Kael on deck to provide that special icing. Dia, do you think I could ever have so devout a following that they would be interested in Kael icing? Dia?
I'm sure.
Like if I made like a special brand. What if I genuinely made like real icing? Would that be childish to you? It wouldn't be. Well, it's all about whether or not it'd sell, I think the icing market is saturated, but maybe that's what they want you to think. I'd saturate it with another type of saturation. Saturated fat, yeah. In my icing. Creme de Kael. The Kael creme. Kael icing. Only for 2 easy payments of $19.99. Don't get it in your eye. Can I put that on the on the top? Don't get it in your eye. Sean Watson says, my wife and kids left the States to visit family. Now I'm clueless of what to do and sad. Wait a minute. Did I just do that on camera? It's okay because the darkness is so dark that nobody can see. Gotta have the cleanest nostrils in the land. But you better get off the stream before you do something crazy on camera. Don't move a muscle and nobody will have seen what I did. Don't get it in your hair. Oh my god. We need weed frosting with Gushers chunks. If I ever made a weed frosting, I think it would kill people. I think they'd have too much. Frosting's the type of thing where you want a lot of it on there. Has anything interesting happened today? Like with Trump or something like that? I really wish they wouldn't turn America into a reality TV show and just hurry the fuck up and get back to being boring. We are being interesting in the wrong ways right now. What is the creepiest theory you know about? I'll read that tomorrow. I will read it tomorrow. Don't read it before. Biden netted 132 extra votes after the Milwaukee recount. Just 132? Well, a victory is a victory. A victory? Germany extends COVID-19 lockdown, cinemas to stay shut until December. And they got a picture of Wonder Woman. That's funny. Fuck movies. Fuck movies. Make my coffin. Can't show any of that on stream. YouTube titties. Oh, Dia liked this really a lot. She liked it really a lot. Jesus Christ. So Dia enjoyed this earlier. I'd like to share it with you. And then we'll go. I have to have it loud because you're gonna like what you hear. Nothing happened on stream, so it's not violence. You know, it's a lesson being learned. The question here is, what could go wrong standing close to a packed train? So that's fucked. Everybody loved that. Dia laughed when she saw that. I was so shocked. Dia's a wild girl. Thanksgiving Day press conference. This is really good Photoshop. Oh. I want like a music box version of the national anthem. Hold on. National. My God. Anthem. Music box. Here we go. I go play golf. I really like that. That's a nice touch in the background. It's a nice touch. Ladies and gentlemen, drinking gas straight from the pump.
Boy, what the hell wrong with you, man?
Boy, what the hell wrong with you? Hey, 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 what you? No, no, no. He what? It's time to go. Good night. It's time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. You know, I'm scared of the stuff that I see here on a daily basis. I truly am. It never stops being scary. It never stops being scary. Thank you all day says, whoa, dummy, what's up? I caught another steam. He caught another steam indeed, because that's the kind of exhaust that's going to be popping off when I jump off. It's just getting darker and darker. I'm being consumed in the darkness. It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you to death. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the patrons. Bad Shredder, YNK, Be Rich, Tree Fitty. I want you to have an amazing evening. You guys deserve no less. You'll see me again, and I'll get a longer list next time. I know this one was hilariously short, but it's a good thing it was short. All of those suggestions were fucking ridiculous, you know? Stay frosty, stay perky, stay perfect. Join the Discord if you'd like notifications of when these streams happen in the future. The links are in the description. And send me a message on Snapchat, CYAEL, if you find a PlayStation 5. At this point, I'm just getting ready to just spend the money on like other things for Christmas. Get Dia some things that may help her stream more often, things like that. It's hurting me. So, love you guys to death. Talk to you soon. Bye.